Hello there everyone, this is Mark 3 and welcome back to Cosmoteer. You guys have been waiting for this one, haven't you? I can tell. Oh, well. I must say though, it is actually nice to be seeing some comments, so thank you guys very much for that. There is a couple I'll mention, though I will also like to point out that no one actually mentioned any particular weapon system they'd like to see me try fitting in this next episode, so I'm left to decide for myself. Oh joy! And I think I'm tempted to just be boring, honestly, and go for heavy laser blasters rather than like the standard ones. But that's neither here nor there. For the moment, I want to try and gather a little bit more material before I actually decide if I want to try and upgrade our firepower. So we'll be doing some more low-level harvesting for today. Now, Dama, Lollet, thank you for both for saying you were enjoying to see this one. But the other two comments I'm going to respond to a bit more in depth. Super Idra. One of the games that you got bored of after playing a ton of it. Well, that's true. If you play a game too much, it can be quite easy to get bored with it. I understand that one. I want to use the delete. Thank you. Right. Though your comment is you can't design ships for the life of you, but it's ridiculously fun to watch. I think you may have been judging yourself too harshly. Because, well, come on, I can drag all this, can't I? There we go. Right. Yay! So, ship design you said was your weak point as far as you're concerned on this game. What I'm doing right now, I mentioned your comment because what I'm doing is adjusting the design of my ship a little bit. Just because, in general combat, the side armor plating was actually getting dinged up a little bit. So, you know, it's a needless expense. I don't really need to... I don't need to endure it, honestly. But I'll say ship design is in the eye of the beholder. Exactly how good or bad a design looks. Just build your own thing, and if it does what you're trying to get it to do, then you've got something that is just fine and dandy, I would say. Or something to that effect. You know, don't count yourself out. If you're having fun, have fun. That's the key, yeah. I think that's my motivational speech for the day over and done with as well. But yeah, as long as you have fun with your design, it doesn't matter how quote-unquote bad or good your design may happen to be in your eyes. At least that's my take on that. But yeah, that back there, a bit of arming back in just to make sure that no stray shot from the side will get through too easily. I could just arm all the way up there, actually. But for now, that's just going to be it, and we're going to go ahead and do some more hunting. Sure, it makes things a bit harder for the people trying to get back there, but I'm fine with that. Let's go out and find us more things to shoot. Now, FTL takes me to the other comment, which is something I wasn't actually aware of. And that is a comment from One Eye. Let's get rid of that annoying buzz. They've still got the annoying FTL sound. Especially when you're trying to go at high game speed. Oops, no. There we go. Right, and One Eye points out that players were having trouble with running out of FTL fuel a few years back, apparently. So Walt, who I'm guessing is the maker of this game, decided to... Ooh, what are you? A marauder with lots of cannons. Oh, okay. Yeah, just disable the cannons first, please. I'm not sure our shields can withstand all that. Yeah, our shield evaporated. But yeah, apparently the game got modified a little bit so that you actually get a bit more FTL fuel from killing ships now. And that's actually quite good. Oh, we're about... some of our armour's actually got chewed through on the front. Ouch. And if we're going to go back to design really briefly, what I've done is, I think, a fairly typical design, which is the armoured prow. And what I've done is I've got my turrets built sideways, pointing out there. So the turrets, with like that, it lets me put the extra armour on front, which actually saved my ship from a lot of damage against this particular opponent. But, yep, 11.5 now. But it means that the firing angles of the turrets are a bit messed up, so a bit of combat distance is necessary for the weapons to even engage properly. And if the strafing goes too far, they actually lose effect. So, you know, less efficient weapons, extra defense, and the extra defense I think saved my butt this time. Let's repair that. Okay. So that's another little thingy on the design there. But I'm really glad I had all that forward armour. Jeez. And I think I will go with the heavy blasters actually. Sumo, guy with just the cannon. Yeah, not too bothered about him. We have enough thrust to try and catch up, so that's fine. Actually, that's a general point. Most people like it when something is symmetrical as much as you can handle. So this guy is very symmetrical in design. So that in itself should lead to a nice looking ship. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It looks a bit patched together at the back, but that's because it is patched together. I could round that out and make it look a bit better. Actually, just go for that. Then chew straight through. You'll do fine. I think I need more crew, if I'm honest. Or I need to reconsider my crew layout because there's no crew near these guns when they run dry. You know what? Let's do something about that. Let's get 2 small bays instead of these corridors. And that'll give us some extra crew. We are overcrewed by quite a large margin. But there are people waiting right there to immediately reload the guns as soon as they start to drain. So yeah, this is like a very easy beginner area design. It's tough, it's fairly well protected. It's a bit wide because I've added 3 layers of weapons on the sides of it, if I'm going to be entirely honest. This one I think I'll just chew straight through it for the power core, actually. Because I don't care about those 2 lasers. 2 lasers can't do a thing to me. Ha! But yeah, this is what I was just mentioning, yeah. These weapons on the side here, they can't. They can't... sorry, these weapons can. The entire other side can't because they're blocked. So that's one consideration of a ship design. Yep, it's dead. We win. Haha. Yes. Now, as I said, like, maybe heavy lasers is the thing. But I think enlarging our ship's prow is also a potential route, especially if we want to start incorporating things like cannons and such. Do we want to incorporate cannons? Maybe? They have tinkered with... let's go here. They have tinkered with ammo factories and things. So ammo factories actually get adjacency bonuses if they're placed next to each other. So there are fun little things like that in there now. And another thing I like is like rear-mounted missile launchers. Well, actually not rear-mounted technically, but side-mounted. But they can confuse the ship a little bit if you have no other forward-facing weapons. It's like it doesn't know which way is forward, that kind of thing. Or at least it used to. Slicer, you've got an ion beam. Oh, you clipped that electro bolt. But your ion cannon is no match for my electro bolts and lasers. Haha. We'll get you. We'll get you. But honestly, I don't think I need to care too much about a lot of this stuff. I think just pause when we get to a target, and then judge if I actually need to be worried or not. Like this guy, twin electro bolts, they're kind of nasty, but I'll just tell it to take them out. And there we go. I did take a few knocks apparently, but again, yeah, it's just because the electro bolts are really effective at knocking shields. So the shields went down, and the electro bolts chipped away at the armor a little bit, but nothing too bad. Okay, what are you? You are the Jetsam. Lots of cannons. What happens if I just go for the power core? Because you are trying to face me side on, in fact, so maybe I can be cheeky and hit your power core before you even do much. Yep, that's working. Dead. There's a simple delight in this game. Simple delight. Argonauts. Again, just cannon, then straight through to the power core. And again, half of the ordnance being not available. Okay, let's actually retool ourselves a little bit, because this is getting a little bit... yeah, our enemy's doing great, but we can do better. We can do better than this. So, what am I thinking? I'm thinking that I'm going to do what I said and enlarge the hammerhead. I'm thinking maybe get a secondary engine core, like a secondary bit of superstructure further back. That'll give more room for fitting weapon systems if you guys decide to weigh in on what kind of thing you'd like to see next time. So, and that kind of thing. So let's cut out the rear section here. And I'm going to mount this further back. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I guess there. Then, because I'm not trying to be fancy, I'll just double corridor to get down to it. Admittedly, I have moved the reactors back there, so that can go back there as well. Quick and easy access to the reactors. People have to run up past the control room. So let's actually get let's get those living quarters there, and another pair of living quarters down here too. So like that. Then connect it that way. Add a door. Remove those, so they just try and go through there. And that's all good, yeah? That's our engineering hole at the back there. So that's nice and separate. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually provide moving walkways. Just so people can move around really quickly in this. So like that. And a bit of empty space at the bottom so that people can easily get on and off. And in fact, I'm going to remove the doors on either side of it and provide easy access through. Actually, let's do it one higher, like that. Yeah. So quick, fast travel for the guys coming from down here to get up to there. And then we want to widen the hammerheads. So that means we're going to have to do some more cutting and pasting. As I said, since you guys didn't pick anything, I'm going to be completely original and use the heavy blasters. Heavy blasters have actually got a slightly worse arc than the standard blasters. So you can fit them sideways, but they're going to have a bit of a harder time regardless. But I think might be able to do something with that. But first off, hammerhead wants to not do that. I know what I'm doing. How dare you think I don't know what I'm doing? I know what I'm doing. There we go. Right. Press the right button, you idiot. Okay, so let's take this entire assembly here and move it like across here. So we're going to give ourselves a bit more room. And this will give us enough space to have a double shield in the front, rather than what we've got at the moment. But I'm thinking like, how much space does it actually need to fit a shield system? Let's put that there and get rid of the stuff in between. Oh, that's something else we need as well down here, actually. But we need an additional jump core down here. So that is a FTL jump core just to help with drive efficiency and all that jazz. So there we go. So what I'm thinking is take that out. It will lose the energy store. Actually, we can move the energy store out by 1. And then that gives enough space for a shield bank at the front, like right here. Yeah, of course, that forward bay is going to have to move. Access is a thing that exists totally, yeah. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the hyperdrive core off to one side, along with the control room. Let's grab all this. And I'll put it... no, apparently I need to... I forgot to mirror mode it. If I put it like that, then we've got a wider section, we've got extra things, and we've got the central corridor still going on for ease of access. So people can get to and fro very quickly into this area. Yeah, just like that. Let's move that. And we've got an internal layer of armor just along here. Then, of course, we also need the extra power bank batteries, and I'm thinking maybe a third shield as well, like a third shield like maybe around here. Just so that it's got extra defense capability and all that jazz up there. And then we'll have some battery storage next to it. Like that. And we need some extra crew space, of course, so I'm going to give it that in the form of that. So we've got a little bit of space for people to move around, that kind of thing. And then we've got a forward shield and some extra shields at the back here, and then we've got our side-mounted weapon banks, and then we've got our rear engineering core. And this thing is getting a bit more stretched out, admittedly, so it's not quite as efficient as before. But it's all good in the hood, isn't it? So there we go. Central access corridor ship design. Is it any good? Who the hell knows? Is it going to be operational? Yep, pretty sure. We could always go for like a double... I'm consistent in my building. I know what I'm doing. Quotation marks. I don't know. Maybe a couple of extra thingies there. So this thing is kind of low on power, especially for the amount of shielding it's got. But I think it's going to be okay for the most part. I'll just put a power core there and a battery storage there. Actually, that's a silly place for a power core, right behind the forward armor. Especially in the middle of the shields. I'm going to put the power cores back here. Power cores, battery store. I'll move it down 1. Battery store. Move that. Then forward armor. So we've got multi-layered shields and armor going on now in this ship. I think it's going to be overkill, especially for low-level stuff, but it's going to work. It's got plenty of power stored up locally. It's got quick and easy access to a whole bunch of ship systems. It's got 40 people in it, and I've spent like 100,000, so yeah. And this thing is going to be really easy to fit missile launchers onto. Missile launchers are going to be dead easy to fit onto this ship because it's perfectly suited to them. I mean, it's dead easy to install missile launchers, but we can easily retrofit some cannons and things. We've got a massive armoured prow. This thing looks more like a spear than anything right now, I think. Could probably call this a spear ship or something. I don't know. Just add some bits here. Just a bit like that. It's the staff of office. Yeah, that's it. It's the staff of office. Or something. Look, I don't know what this thing is. I only built the darn thing. Slightly over budget, but that's okay. I can knock away a couple. Reduce the crew a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Well, no, it's far from perfect, but it's got a lot of forward-facing defense now. So, it's a thing. Now we just need to go get more money. I didn't... Oh, I'm such a tease, aren't I? I didn't even install the extra... the heavy blasters, did I? Okay, the spear thingamabobby, the staff of office is going to go commit murder against the sumo. Gotta admit though, the actual double blaster is actually well worth the effort to install it, because it's one of those weapons I've actually poked around a little bit with. Ha! I don't care. I've got extra layer shields. You're not going to get through. I mean, it's the individual laser bolts from the bigger blaster actually hurt harder, and you can either have it double fire mode, or you can have it yeah, you can have it either double firing or in chain fire mode. So, you know, firing single instead of double shot, but it fires at twice the rate. So, you know, it's a very flexible little weapon. And I'm seriously thinking of like installing it like back here, I guess. I mean, that should give it plenty of clearance, right? Maybe. Let's move that crew quarters back a little bit. Let's install... No, not a beam laser. We can fit those sideways, though. But I'm going to install it back here, which will remove the electron bolters, actually. I have to get rid of the side armor panel, sadly, so that means I need to relocate the power bay as well. Not so sure about that one. Maybe swap that so it's a crew bay. Change it down to a two-person crew bay instead. That way we can get an armor panel in there. Not sure what that'll do to the firing arc, but that will let us reinstall the electron bolters a little bit further back. Like, we can put electron bolters like back here, which does wonders for the beautification of this ship, I must say. This ship looks pretty and it knows it. I guess. What is this abomination I've made? Seriously, what is this abomination I've made? Bit there, make it so. So there we go, we've got the big guys, we've got electron bolts relocated a bit further back. They're still next to power sources, so they're okay. But these big guys, though, if we hold out, here we go. So, laser bolts do 900 per shot, while these ones do 400. So these guys are really big, beefy guys. But if I select them, we've got the fire modes down here, so we can synchronize it or alternate it. And I'm going to set them to alternate mode, just so they have a bit more flexibility. But a ship can easily use just like one or two of these, and it'll be able to clear the lowest difficulty sections of this game as well. Wait, did I just compromise the... No, plenty of space still for the engineering hull. Okay. Yeah, that's the heavy bolt. That's the light bolt. My ship seems to want to go sideways, actually, for some reason. Don't know why. I think it's just too much weaponry on the sides. It's given up trying to work out what way to point. Though that said, the firing arc on this thing does seem to be having trouble. And I'm on fire because of that. So, okay, that was less than successful, but I think it's my own fault for how I installed the stuff. Oh dear. Fine. Fine. I will take these guys. I will rotate them. And I will install them. In my southern German accent, yeah. I will install the heavy blaster cannons back here. I'm going to replace the side-mounted batteries of... yeah, I'm going to actually replace the side-mounted batteries with forward-facing heavy lasers. That sounds sane to me, right? That's sane. That also means I can move the electron bolts up a little bit, so they can go there. I can just trim down the armor plating and stuff that was going on back here. And... you know what, let's be mean. Let's be mean to it and give double electron bolts, because I care, and my enemies deserve the attention. Yeah, that's it. No, that needs to stay centralized. Put reactor core there. Darn you for needing to be centralized. I'll actually put those behind it. Like that. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. Quick, dirty, but it is a refit job. It is going to function. Supposedly. Maybe I should install a point defense gun or something back here too. Why not? Now I just need to get things hooked up properly. Let's do that there. So there is a way through the rabbit's warren in the sides of the ship to get to... Actually, we don't need that corridor section at all, do we? Yeah, there we go. All I can say is, good thing I had that side armor when my ship had a few issues. Because if the ship had turned sideways and I didn't have that side armor, it would have not gone too well. Actually, that's meant to be like that. And then it was meant to be an electron bolt behind it, wasn't it? Yes. Don't mind me, I know what I'm doing. Totally. Let's put that there. And then we'll put the armor next to it. Yes. Like that. With doors. Quick access doors. Yep, that should all be good. Make it so. Extra 4,000, so that's a bit cheaper than the previous configuration, but that's because we swapped out a bunch of weaponry for the heavier blaster bolts. Like that. Now I just have to let you guys charge it all up, and then off you go. I do think I need to get a bit more power generation, but I'm also flying after... Ooh. Oh no, your forward-facing weapons! You've got an ion prism, which is a very handy thing for an ion cannon. But I've got heavy laser emplacements. And they're forward-facing, so my ship's not going to get confused as well. And I only need a few of these to hit, actually. Though this ship is strafing, and I am a little bit faster, but yeah. Those bolts are big, heavy things. Look at them go. And I think I'm going to boost just to make sure I close my distance a little bit more effectively. You're not escaping me! Ha ha! Though I think power distribution is still an issue, but yeah. Its primary weapons are gone though. Yeah, I need more forward thrust. But I'm afraid with all that, I hope you guys have been okay with me trying to talk back to the comments that I received. But yeah, with that, I'm afraid we're actually all done for this episode. So it's time to end it, as the Ion frigate is picked apart. Yes. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the show, and I hope to continue with this thing for a while longer, because this game is still as fun as I remember it was to actually play it. So yeah, power distribution in the head seems to be a bit of an issue. See you all later. Maybe it's because I engaged before I let the power stores get recharged. Yeah, it's probably that.